When we talk about appointment setting, what exactly are we referring to? So what comes to mind when you hear the word appointment? Please, the question. Let's talk. Go ahead, Eunice.
Okay, good evening, everyone.
Yeah, good evening.
When we talk about appointment setting, it's about setting a time out, like booking a time in a calendar. You can either book it on Calendly or creating a Google Meet or a Zoom meeting for two people to meet and discuss. That's what I understand as appointment setting.
All right, thank you very much. So someone else want to try? Mary, go ahead, please.
Okay, thank you very much, sir. Good evening, sir. Good evening, everyone. I would say that appointment setting is the act of booking a date for a meeting. You can either use Google Calendar or Calendly to book the appointment, set the time, and the communication to, communication to maybe, is it Zoom or Google Meet and so on. Thank
All
you.
right, thank you very much.
Good
Go ahead.
evening.
Yeah, good evening.
Good evening, sir. Good evening, everyone. Okay. Appointment to me, I would say, is an agreed time between a person or one or two persons or a group of people in order to have a talk or a meeting. So there is actually an agreed time, and it can be via calendar or bookings or any platform that is convenient for them. But it's an agreed time between one or two person or between group of people.
Thank you very much. Yes, we have all said well. All right, so appointment setting is just booking appointment with a client, booking appointment with a medical doctor, a professional, or just name it. The basic thing is just for us to understand the concept of appointment setting. It simply means you're getting involved in scheduling meetings and events. It's just a virtual assistant scheduling a meeting or an event. So the reason why I said a meeting or an event is because not all appointments are actually meetings. So some might be events. For instance, like what we are doing now, we've blocked our calendar for 7:30 to 9:30 p.m. We are not really having a meeting, but it's actually an event. And this is one of the main area every virtual assistant should demonstrate strength and professionalism. What are the tools that we use for appointment setting? The most common of them is Calendly, but we can use either Calendly, we can use Peak Time, we can even use Hotspot meeting scheduler. We have simplybook.me, Dido, and we have Appointee. In this class, we're going to be looking at Calendly. The beautiful part of it is that you can also use Google Calendar for appointment setting. Let me start with Calendly so that we'll have a robust understanding of what appointment scheduling is about. Then we'll come to Google Calendar to round up. For those of us that don't have an account, let's just follow through and see how it is created. Let's just go straight to signing up with our Gmail, then continue. This is for the training purpose. Once you start working, you are invited to use Calendar with the team. Then you can go ahead to use your primary email address. I'm doing this with my team. Then I'll say next. Add my team email address. Let me just do one person. So I don't to waste time. What is my role in the organization? I have finance, I have education, I have recruiter, and so on. I can choose to pick any of them. Whatever department that you are in, you can choose to pick based on your area of interest or your niche. Next, instead of calendar, let me choose Google Calendar for now. And next, it will automatically ask for permission to access my calendar. Now, the reason for this is to be able to synchronize my calendar with Calendly. My Google Calendar is connected now. Then I'll just hit next. In person, my meeting is going to be in person. Location, let me see Lagos. So I'm just setting my account. So once I finish setting up, we're going to come into the interface and understand how Calendly work. This is actually the interface of Calendly. Once we are done with this, we're going to look at Google Calendar as well. We have create. This will create our meetings, and the meetings are in form of one-on-one meetings, basically ID for interview or consultancy discussion. For instance, those of us in medical or healthcare line, or those of us that are niche down to creative content or legal support, many a times we use one-on-one. And those of us in sales as well, we also use one-on-one events because it enables us the opportunity to interact with our clients. For instance, if you're a healthcare VA, chances are you're going to be setting appointments for your principal, which is your medical doctor, and their clients. So in that case, one-on-one interview is really what you're going to be doing most of the time. We have group interview, which is one host and multiple invitees. For example, I did for classes and webinar. Then we have what we call round robin. Round robin is simply an interview style that has multiple hosts or called rotating hosts and one invitee. This is understood.
Yes, sir.
Then we have availability, we have contact, we have workflow. When we talk about contact, it's actually talk about those that you're trying to schedule meeting with. That's where contact comes in. The workflow is more of automation. If this person click on this link, what happens next? If this person does not click on this link, what should happen? So we're going to do automation. We're going to come to all that. Then we have integration of app. You can integrate Calendly to Slack, Google Calendar, which we've already done, Google Meet, and also HubSpot, and so on and so forth. Let's start by creating our first schedule. Once you click on create, it asks you, what are you creating? Is it a one-on-one meeting or group or round robin or collective? We also have a one-off meeting or a recurring meeting. So under the meetings, we'll see the meetings that we've created so far. Then availability talks about our time. When are we available for meetings? Please know that once you block a particular time, you cannot schedule a meeting for that same time. We are starting off with one-on-one meeting. What do we call this meeting? Let's call it doctor's appointment. How many minutes should an appointment take? Let's do 1 hour. We have durations, but I think the 1 hour is fine. Our location, is it on Zoom? Is it on phone? Is it in person? Which other options we have? Google Meet, Microsoft Teams, WebEx, and GoToMeeting. WebEx, GoToMeeting, Microsoft Teams, and Google Meet, they are all applications for meetings and communication. Since we already have Google Meet, let's use Google Meet. We've already integrated Google Meet, so this automatically generates a Google Meet link for this particular meeting. When is the doctor available? We are saying that invitee can schedule 60 days into the future with at least 4-hour notice. So that means the invitee can schedule 2 months before time. Let them do 1 month. If you want to have a range from Thursday 21st to 30th of September 2025. You can also say indefinitely into the future. That means the calendar is open for you to book an appointment. So when is our doctor available? We said Monday to Friday from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. There have to be room for breaks. So how do we add breaks? To add break, I clicked on edit schedule because I want to edit the availability time. So we have Monday from 9 to 5, but there's actually break from 12 to 2. I come here and put intervals 9 to 13, which is 1, then from 14:30 to 17 o'clock. So what it means is that between 1 o'clock and 2:30 on Monday, our doctor is not available. And on Tuesday, it's not available from 12 noon to 3 p.m., which is 15, but from 3 p.m. is available till 6 p.m. And on Wednesday, it's available from 9:30 to 2 p.m. And on Thursday, it's available from 10 o'clock to 3 p.m. We just come here and apply to our event. So we can see that the working hours have changed. On Monday, our doctor is only available 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. Then from 1 p.m. to 2:30 p.m., he's on break. He'll resume office by 2:30 p.m. to 5 p.m. On Tuesday, he's available from 9 a.m. to 12 noon. From 12 noon to 3 p.m. he's not available, but from 3 p.m. to 6 p.m. he's available. On Wednesday, he's only available from 9:30 a.m. to 2 p.m. On Thursday, from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. On Friday, from 9 a.m. to 12 noon. More options. Description of the meeting. Someone should give us a description.
General medical checkup.
Thank you. General medical checkup. So we have limits and buffer time. What it really means is that we have time where everybody has to be seated before the appointment starts. For instance, in this class, I told us try to log in 5 minutes before 7:30. That's 5 minutes of buffer time. That means that time just come and check your mic, make sure you are connected, check your internet. If you have any issue, chat up with any of the admin. Then limit simply means the maximum number of meetings that is allowed between a specific time or within a day. How many appointments do I want to have? free and busy rooms. So are we to allow invitees to book over meetings? That's to say, if for instance I book for 9 a.m., can someone also book for 9 a.m.? And those of us that want to customize our booking page, you can just come here and add whatever it is that you want to add. Once a set time increment, it means how frequent should the slot be available. So if someone booked 9 to 10, when next should the other person book? So we are saying that the other person should book 30 minutes after the first booking, because we want to give time for our doctor to catch some break. Why for time zone? We are saying let the system automatically detect the invitee time zone. It helps them to plan better than locking them to our time zone. Then we have invitee form. What do we need from the invitee? What information do we need? Here is actually where we configure the information we need from invitee. And if invitees can be able to add guests, that means as an invitee, can I invite somebody? That's what it means for invitee to add guests.
I wanted to ask, is it the work of a virtual assistant to book an appointment?
It is your job to book appointments on behalf of your client or your employer. For instance, in this illustration that we are doing, this doctor is actually our employer. We are setting up his calendar for clients to book appointments. As his assistant, it is my job to manage his calendar and schedule for him. So someone should please help me explain time zone for Mr. Soul Decoder.
Okay. Concerning the time zone, you explained that it will be according to we should select it according to the time zone of whoever that is booking the appointment because of time differences. For instance, now in Nigeria, it's already late in the night, and let's say like America or Canada, they are just probably starting their day. So if you are going to use Nigeria time zone for people in Canada, that means it's not going to work. So the time zone should be according to each according to your client's country. If your client is like in America, that means everything that you're going to be doing, the time zone should fit for the America time. Because for instance, now if it's in Nigeria, if you're working from Nigeria and the client is stopping at 2 in America, and 2 in America is like 8 p.m. in Nigeria. So you need to understand the time zone of your client and book the appointment accordingly. I don't know if I make sense at all.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Yes, you did.
Thank you very much. So, Mr. Soul Decoder, do you understand what we mean by time zone?
Okay, I got what she said, but the issue I have here now is when setting up this now, are we supposed to, we that we are preparing this our booking template, are we supposed to set a time zone, or we should leave the time zone as international time zone so that anybody can book according to their own time zone? That is just what I want to know.
All right. Can we see my screen, please?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Yes, sir.
All right. So we have automatically detect and show the time in my invitee time zone. It is not that it's doing this. It is the application that is detecting the time in your invitee system and setting the time according to their time zone. So it means that the calendar is using the invitee local time zone, not your own time zone. Are we together?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Yes, sir. Can
Sorry.
I say something? Okay. So, which is best practice? Suppose now the invitee time zone and his booking does not correspond with my own time zone here in Nigeria. In Nigeria, as a doctor, maybe is appearing like 10 in the night. What can we do based on these time zone differences?
All right. So when you are setting your availability time, remember we worked on the time that the doctor will be available. When you are working on your availability time, that's where you set the time that you are available. So when you set the time that you are available, nobody can book an appointment with you when you're not on seat. When we were setting availability days and time, we said that the doctor is available from Monday to Friday, which is work days, and we said from Monday it's available from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. Between 1 p.m. and 2:30 p.m. is on break. From 2:30 p.m. to 5 p.m. is available. Let's say you are a medical doctor in Nigeria. You're looking for client outside Nigeria. So what you simply do is you set your time based on your availability. Whoever is going to book an appointment with you can only book those times that you're available. The reason why the best practice is to allow automatic time placement for your invitees. Some companies are embracing the remote job because they want to serve other markets. So that's to say they are available 24 hours. For the invitee form, what questions do you want to ask? Their first name, last name, and email address. Is our invitees allowed to invite their guests? That means if I book an appointment, am I allowed to come with somebody? You say yes, leave it on. You say no, you turn it off. What questions do you want to ask your invitee? Someone suggest for us what questions can we ask them?
We want to know if they are a new patient or a returning patient.
Good. So you can ask new or returning patients. Mark as required. That means they must answer this question. You can add as many questions as you want to. We can also integrate payment if you want them to make payments to book appointments. Then notification and workflow. For now, we don't have any notification or workflow, but we can choose to add a notification or workflow. If somebody fills the form, at what point should they get a reminder? At what point should they get a thank you message? At what point should they get a test cancellation notification? Let's just add the reminder. We are saying that the system should automatically remind invitee for the doctor appointment 24 hours before the start of the event. Let's say 3 hours before the appointment starts. You can choose to edit the template, but this is what we have. Hi, invitee's full name. This is a friendly reminder that your event name, which is doctor appointment. Let me just give us a practical example. Hi, Abraham. This is a friendly reminder that your doctor appointment with WebEx is at this event time, let's say 2 p.m. or 2 p.m. on the 22nd of August 2025. Location is via Zoom. Description is general medical appointment. Once we are done, we just click on save. So 3 hours before the event, Abraham will get an email reminding him that he had an appointment with the doctor for 3 p.m. Any question?
No question on this, sir.
Then the confirmation page, after booking, what you display the inbuilt confirmation page. If you're taking them to your website, an external site, you can just click on redirect to an external site. We'll save our changes. Let's preview our page. This is actually what you're going to see. Once we are done, we can then go ahead to copy our link. We can share our availability or email our slot or add to calendar. Any question?
Sorry, sir. I didn't see how you copied the link. I think it's from my network.
Copy the link. This is just at the top here. Copy the link here. This copy, this share, this email, this add to your calendar.
Okay.
I've copied the link. I'll just paste it on a new browser and share the screen for us. This is actually how our calendar look like. Let's say we want to book for 25th. You can see our time. On the 29th, you can see our time. Why on the 28th, the time are also different. Whoever is booking can book from Monday to Friday. Saturday and Sunday, our doctor is not available. Remember what we're setting up? We said invitee details with first name, last name, and email address. Why they can invite guests. This is the question we ask: new or returning patient. We can add new. Let me just fill this. Let me add Afolabi Jubri as my guest, and we are both new patients. We can just say schedule event. This is actually my appointment to see a doctor. I want to share my email with us so that we'll see this appointment, how it appears in my mail. Are we together?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
This is the email I use to book for the appointment. Once I click on it, I can add it to my calendar. I can view on Google Calendar because it is integrated to my Google Calendar. All I need to do is to confirm the meeting. Automatically, there is a Google Meet link generated because we integrated Google Meet to our calendar. Once I click on it, it takes me to Google Meet and these details of my event. Once I click yes, it means that I've confirmed the appointment. Yes means you are attending. Maybe you're not sure, which is your setting. No means you're not attending. Frankly, go ahead.
I have a question regarding this mail that you received. Is
Alright.
the doctor that received the mail or the person that wants to send an what do you call it? Is it the doctor that received the email or the customer?
Both parties receive the email. The patient receives the email to confirm their availability for that day by clicking yes. All right. Why the appointment setter, which is you, the VA, receive the email to say that you have booked an app. Let me share the email I used to create this particular account. Let me share it with us.
Okay, I'm sorry, sir. Sorry, sir. This particular one that you just showed, does it belong to the doctor or the patient?
The patient.
Okay, okay. All right, sir.
Now
Thank you.
I want to show you the doctor's email. So this is the doctor's email. Can we see my screen, please?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
You can see the first email I got saying new event, Osas Kelvin, which is the patient booked an appointment. A new event has been scheduled. Event type, doctor's appointment. Invitee, Usas Kelvin. Additional guest, Afolabi Jubri. Description, general medical checkup. Location, Google Meet, which is a web conference. This is where I can join. Invitee time zone is West Africa. While my time zone is US. So this is the information I got from the appointment booking. Now, this is the confirmation of the appointment. This invitee has accepted the appointment. That's to say, this invitee will be available on that particular day. Any question?
Yes, I have a question, sir.
Go ahead, please.
All right, sir. Thank you very much, sir. Sir, concerning the link you said we should copy. Let's assume I'm working as a virtual assistant for the doctor who I'm booking the appointment for. So who is going to use the link? Am I going to send it to the patient, or is the doctor that will send the link by himself?
You are the one working for the doctor. You send the link on his behalf,
Through what
right?
platform, sir? Yes, sir. So how do we send the
Sometimes,
link?
yeah. Sometimes email. Sometimes you post the link on maybe their website or whatever channel they want you to send a mail. That's why in Calendly we have contact. You can see contact here, right? You can choose to share it via mail to your contact or whatever means of communication they want you to use to reach out to their client. If you are PA to the CEO, what kind of appointment do you want us to create?
I think one-on-one
One-
calendar.
One-on-one.
All right. Because we've done one-on-one, use this your knowledge of one-on-one to create an appointment as a VA to the CEO, which is an executive assistant to the CEO of a company. Create a calendar and share the link on the WhatsApp group. That's our first assignment for today. So let's go back to the second type of appointment scheduling, which is group appointment. So what this actually does for us, like I said, is more like a training, a webinar, one host, multiple invitees. So let's call this team meeting. The idea of this event is we're having a meeting with our team head. He's just letting us know that it's going to be available between Thursday and Saturday. Please remember, this is a group invitee and one host meeting. Our location, Google Meet, availability Thursday to Saturday. This is the time is actually available. For us, it's fine. All right, so when it's here available, let's use the same timing. Please note that this time that you're seeing is my time, and this is US Canadian time. If you are booking the appointment, it's going to show West African time. Invitee limit, maximum number of group 10. Display remaining spots on a group page. More settings, description, team meeting, strategy session for new product development. First name, last name. Any question, no question, save. Please remember you can always modify your calendar to suit needs of your employer or your client. Copy the link, paste it. Let me take us to the page that we just created. So what I just did was book the appointment for Thursday, then choose 10 slot left, enter my name, my email address, schedule event. That's all. If we are doing other type of scheduling, we will need to have team member. For me to be able to do round robin or for me to be able to do collective, which is multiple hosts and one invitee, I'll need to have more than one person. We're going to come back to create multiple hosts and one invitee. So let's call this onboarding panel. So each event takes us 15 minutes from the host, location, availability indefinitely. So the schedule is same for all hosts because I want us to be at the panel at the same time. So we're available from Monday to Friday. Then description. Okay, we said onboarding panel for new invitee form, which is fine. I still prefer name, last name, and email address. Allow auto fill for those that have filled out form before. Once I copy link, let me paste it here and share the screen. So let's dive into our Google Calendar and see how we can create appointments using Google Calendar. So this is actually my calendar. We are going to schedule an appointment. This is appointment scheduling. If you're on your Gmail, click on this Google app, scroll out to calendar, click on calendar to take you to your calendar. That's how I go to this place. So once you get here, click on create, then scroll down to appointment schedule. So this meeting is virtual assistant consultation. Okay, the duration of this appointment is 45 minutes. We can say repeat weekly or repeat daily. Repeat weekly means from Monday to Friday. We say don't repeat, it means it's a one-off meeting. So when am I available? I can say on Friday, 22nd of August, I'm available from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. So between 1 and 2:30 p.m., I'm on break. My time zone is GMT plus 1, which is the West African time zone, and my location is Lagos. Scheduling window, that's 60 days in advance. That means you can schedule 60 days before this particular date, or I can say 1 month, 30 days. You can schedule 3 hours before the meeting starts. Here we can adjust availability date if we want to. We just said I am available every day, repeatedly, weekly till 1 month. A guest can invite other guests. We can see that this is the same with what we have with Calendly. Check calendar for availability. That means you cannot book any time that someone else has booked before. Can we see my calendar, please?
Yes.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Yes,
Yes,
please.
sir.
Thank you. Someone should please tell me why on Monday I have white space here. Why is this not as the same as other days?
That means you won't be available. You are not available for booking between 1 p.m. to 2:30 p.m. on Monday. For every other
All right.
days, you are available between 9 to 5 p.m.
All right. Thank you very much. So this white part is just showing that I'm unavailable within these hours. If you add break time to the different days, you're going to have something like this. I want to add a co-host. I'm co-hosting this event with Franklin and Molola. Once I'm done, I click on next. Here we have our booking page. The location is going to be on Meet or in person. Let me say in person. So description, professional virtual assistant. Our booking form, what we want their name, email address, and phone number. Required email verification. That means once you enter your email, the system automatically verifies the mail to be sure that this email is a valid email address. All right, so booking confirmation, send 3 hours before the event. Once we are done, just click on save. I can either share this via email or copy it and post on a website or embed it in one corner of my website. All right, so let me just copy this link. We paste it on my browser, then share the screen for us to see. Can we see my screen?
Yes, sir.
Yes, please.
Yeah, so this is my booking
Yes, sir.
page. This is my booking page. Anybody can come in. I'm unavailable Saturday and Sunday, but from Monday to Friday, I'm available. But if you look at my Monday calendar, some parts are not ticked because this is actually my break.
I
Go
have a
ahead. Go
question,
ahead.
sir. The assignment you gave us earlier, we can actually use this Google Calendar to do the assignments, or must it be Calendly?
Go and use Calendly to do the assignment.
I should use Calendly.
Yes, please.
But excuse me, sir, this one is I understood this one better than the Calendly.
If you understand, if you
Learn
understand,
Calendly.
if you understand this, use your knowledge of this to do it in Calendly.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
You're welcome. Any other question?
Yes, sir. My question is the calendar, is it an app or phone or how to use? Sorry.
Please, next time, come to class early. Once
Sorry,
we,
sir.
yes, once we upload the video, you just watch from the beginning, please.
Okay, sir.
Thank you. So Calendly is actually an appointment scheduling platform that enables you to schedule appointments for your clients. All right. So like I told us from the very onset, as a virtual assistant, you should be able to schedule appointments irrespective of your niche. This is actually one of the things that you're going to be doing. Appointment setting and email management is, should I say, cut across board. Frankly, go ahead, please.
Yeah, thank you, sir. Sir, I want to ask a question. During the time you were taking us on this Calendly, the previous one that we did before we get to this place,
Yeah.
there was a point whereby you were showing us where the patients receive a mail after booking an appointment. There was
Yeah.
a phase where the patient will receive a particular message, like just to get updated about the appointment. Sure, you understand. So you are not talking about something related to that as so far this thing is concerned, Google Calendar.
It's the same thing. Once you book an appointment, you get a mail, which is in the case of the doctor appointment, the patient gets a mail, the doctors get a mail also. The patient mail is just summary of the appointment that patient booked and a confirmation button for the patient to confirm that appointment. The doctor gets the first mail to let him know that you have a new appointment. Once the patient confirms that date, the doctor gets another email to say that this date has been confirmed by the patient. So at that point, that date is lost on both ends. At the calendar of the doctor, nobody can book that time, and that patient cannot rebook that time. It's cut across, but if you're using Calendly, if you're using Google Calendar, if you are using other appointment setting tools like Peak Time or Appointee or Simply Book Me, just name them, it's the same process. That's why I said if you understand these two apps, you'll be able to navigate your way around other appointment setting applications.
Okay, thank you, sir. Sorry, sir. Another question, sir.
Go ahead.
During the Calendly class, like during the Calendly section, there was a there was a there was a particular part of the application where there is this reminder, where we send the reminder to the attendee, maybe probably like maybe a few hours, or that was when you were talking about 24 hours before the meeting starts. So is there
Mm.
something like that, like anything related to that in this Google Calendar too as well?
Yes, I think I showed us that. Maybe you're not following. I showed us where you can set reminders. And we did set a 3 hours reminders, a 3 hours reminder on this particular appointment.
Okay, thank you, sir.
All right. So our last question for tonight is goodness.
So after for example, that as a virtual assistant, I scheduled a meeting with the CEO and the board of directors. Now, does it mean that, okay, let me use a hospital and I scheduled a meeting between for a doctor and a client? Does it mean that the client have to confirm his or her availability before I will send the schedule to the doctor?
All right.
Thank you.
So yes, quickly, let me just use let me tell us the difference between appointment scheduling and meeting setting. If you are setting up a meeting between the CEO and the board of directors, that is not an appointment setting. All right, that is meeting setting. That's to say, your CEO have told you that please set up a meeting between the management team and the board of directors on the 7th of January 2026. You already have the date. All you need to do is to go to your calendar, set up that meeting, and send it to the concerned party. But appointment scheduling simply means that you are giving your time, your availability time out, and asking people to book time with you for either consultation or demo presentation or just name it. All right. So if you are an executive assistant, you are not required to set up a calendar of this nature for internal meetings between board of directors and management, or any meeting that you already have the knowledge of the meeting date and time. All you need to do, let's just quickly do this. Thank you for bringing this up. Let me share with you my Google Calendar. You see, I'm not doing appointment setting, I'm doing events because I already have the knowledge of when the event is taking place. Event. All right. You can see I have option for date, Saturday, 30th of August. And the meeting is going to be from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. Let's say it's a 3 hours meeting. This is where I add all my guests. This is where I add the email address of both the CEO, the chairman, the board of directors, the secretary, whoever wants to be in that meeting. But since this is a departmental meeting, this will add the email address of all members of that particular department, business development departmental meeting. Under this guest, this will add every member of business development. These are actually those that are part of business development department. Then I'm adding the CEO. Who is my CEO for tonight?
Let me be your CEO, sir.
So pay me salary this night. So
No, wala, sir.
I can add the physical location if we want it to be a physical meeting, but because we are virtual assistant, it's going to be online. It's going to be on Google Meet. Yes, we have reminder. I'm saying remind them a day before this particular day. I'm adding another reminder. I remind them 1 hour before the meeting. More options. This is where I enter the meeting details and also just go through what I've done so far. The meeting details here is BDS projection for 2025. All right, once I click on save, everybody that I've added as my guest will get an email notification. All right. If you check your email, you have received an email from me. So the essence of this is just to show us how appointment scheduling actually work. If you are doing as appointment scheduling, just have it at the back of your mind that you're actually putting out the availability time of your employer or your client, as the case may be. For instance, I just got a mail that Abraham James have accepted the invite. Abraham James has accepted this invite. I can view it on my Google Calendar. All it means is that this particular date is locked. I cannot book any appointments on this date and time. I can have other appointments from 12, 11:30, as the case may be, but from 10 a.m. in the morning, I can't have any appointment. So we can now see that the same flow work with Google Calendar, Calendly, Peak Time, or whatever appointment scheduling applications you want to use.
All
Go
of
ahead.
this that you have taught us tonight, I understand and I really want to appreciate. But I want to ask, are we doing all of this on our own email or on the client email? And is it compulsory that as the virtual assistant, you have to be present for every meeting that is being scheduled or every appointment that is being scheduled? So those are just my questions. Thank you, sir.
All right.
All right.
You are not doing this on your personal email. You are using your official email. If you're working for an organization, you are going to be using the email that the organization creates for you. If you are working for individual entrepreneur or startup, chances are they are going to give you access to their email. When we're doing email management, I'm going to show us how you can create a login access for somebody else to help you manage your Gmail. The person does not have access, doesn't know your password, but can access your email address. All right. So if you're working as a VA for a startup or an entrepreneur, chances are they're going to give you access to their email so that you can use that email to create all these appointments. Now, the second question is, will you be available or is it a must in all the meetings? It is not a must. However, it is important that you confirm from your employer. Your employer should be able to tell you which meeting he wants you to be present and which he doesn't want you to be present, but most times your presence actually not needed, except you are an executive assistant. However, please confirm from your employer